Live from the Slurpee capital of the world, it's After Dark. Tonight's special guest, Big Daddy Taz. We shine our spotlight on the gentle bear man of emo, Michael Scheibler. And we give 5 minutes of fame to stand-up comedian Kevin Dobie. So without further ado, let's introduce your host, Nelson Mayer.
I'm hoping he gets elected. I can't wait to see Kanye West at a G8 summit meeting interrupting Trudeau saying, I'm going to let you finish, but France has had the best environmental record of all time. I'd vote for him, that's all I'm saying.
I'm just, thrilled to be in front of an audience again, but it's been 4 months since I've had to be funny. I'm not used to being funny now.
I'm not used to you being funny either. You don't deserve women. What the hell do we do to deserve women? You go on a date, a woman does her hair, does her makeup, does all this shit, and sometimes we can barely be bothered to wash our nuts properly. Are you serious? We don't deserve women.
I'm only a vegan when I'm punishing myself after dessert. Like you said, when I'm poor and I can't afford anything. I'm in a bet right now where the loser has to be vegan for 3 months. So that's how I view veganism. It's the worst thing in the world to actually have to do. My thoughts on that thing. People have a right to say what they want to say. They have a right to protest. So I think we have to be careful. We protest things. They're protesting. Let's let them do that. But it kind of sucks as a small business owner, that they're in front of his restaurant doing this. He's just trying to earn a living, and he got frustrated and did what he did, which I think is kind of funny. Yeah. Why not protest in front of the McDonald's? Why the small guy, right? It's like
The cats nestle close to their kittens, and the lambs have lain down with their sheep. They're cozy and warm in your bed, my dear. Now, please, go the f*** to sleep.
And my favorite, because it's a struggle that I've had with my kids, you have to f***ing eat. And I'll read an excerpt from this one. The sunrise is golden and lovely. The birds chirp and twitter and tweet. You woke me up and asked for some breakfast. So why the f*** won't you eat? Right, and even when people haven't moved past it yet, that's my whole point is, I had a guy that showed up to my open mic when I used to run it at the Forks, and he got up on stage and he dropped a hard N-bomb, and he dressed like he walked right out of American History X, right? Totally. So I cut his mic. I would allow people to say racial shit on stage, but if there was a feeling that there was actual hatred behind it, I would cut it.
Right.
And this guy, he and I ended up talking. I banned him from my open mic for a couple weeks, and we talked about it, and he genuinely was a white supremacist.
Oh, shit.
He genuinely was. But I let him come back under the understanding that that shit wasn't going to be allowed on my stage, and he and I had some great conversations.
Pope Francis says he won't apologize for the Catholic Church's role in residential schools. That drew outrage from politicians, Indigenous leaders, and residential school survivors. Guys, how big a deal is this?
Well, I want to apologize right away because, as you know, I was recently at the Vatican, and I was there while the Pope was doing his Wednesday morning address, and I think it's partly my fault why he doesn't want to apologize, because I used the toilet when I was there, and I left a floater, and I wrote for a good time called Mary Magdalene on the wall. I don't think he appreciated it very much, so it's probably my fault.
No, that's awesome. No, I really appreciate your time, and I appreciate being able to be brought into this place, especially knowing that so many people want to be here, and we're like the first crew that have been invited.
But thank you so much for joining us. My pleasure.
And again, you've given us your contact information if people want to book, they want to get together with Bernice. This is fantastic. Even if you're a skeptic, come check it out, because it's at least fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's fine.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a tiny tarantula.
It's been boiled.
That's like a snack-sized tarantula.
It's boiled and dehydrated, not fried, so it's healthy. And it has a light dusting of salt.
I was going to turn it down if it was deep fried. I was going to say, I can't. I'm watching my figure. Yeah.
Okay. So this is what we're looking at. Can we? Oh, shit. All right. It's not coming out in one piece. That's fine.
No, it's coming out in little legs. Oh, good.
Oh, there's all kinds of legs and body pieces, and this must be a head here.
Here's my girl. Hey. You coming?
Yeah.
Hi. You gonna be safe in here?
There you go.
Gotta lay down or something?
Yeah, no, just here.
Oh, my goodness.
Everybody come out. You can all come out here. There you go.
Mary, would you like to film, please?
Yes.
Okay, ready? He's gonna do the mouth. Get ready.
Here we go.
Go right down. And here you go.
Oh my goodness.
I share that passion. I can't stand bullying, and it's so different for kids nowadays, because when we were kids, you'd get bullied at school, you could go home, and it's done, right? It's done for the day. You get to have your life with your family. But now, with social media, it's constant for them. There's no escape.
It's everywhere, right?
If somebody did something to you, Nelson, and they said not sorry, but they said, I feel sorrowful about it, would that ease some of those?
You know, I'll be honest. My honest opinion on apologies is they don't mean anything to me. I feel like it's behavior and, changing your behavior. Whatever you did, that's fine. Let's move forward past it. And I'm not trying to be ignorant. Obviously, it's terrible what happened, and there does need to be apologies. The wording behind it, I don't care. Let's start looking at moving forward, right? That's my honest opinion on that.
Nelson, what about you? Where do you stand on Easter?
I do celebrate Easter. I try to make it more indigenous, though. So I do things like I celebrate the next day when the chocolate's 50% off. I hide little pieces of bannock around my house. I hide child support from my ex, that kind of thing, right? But we celebrate, and it's perfect because it is half-price chocolate today, and KFC is having their buffet, so that's perfect. That's the perfect way to celebrate.
Is that a real thing?
Easter. Yeah, it's a KFC buffet. Let's go.
What better way to
Smash it up.
celebrate Easter?
So mine was still red, so I jumped the light and caught myself, but this guy went like this in my hood, and he tapped the hood of my car and gave me this look. It was Jimmy Stewart.
Wow.
Yeah, he was going to Studio City.
Every time your horn honks, Jimmy Stewart gets his way.